So how many of you remembered this iconic scene in the Johnny English Reborn movie when Johnny English was introduced to his new car, which was a Rolls Royce Phantom Coupe? And according to the movie, the car was said to have an experimental engine, which was a 9.0 liter V16 engine.
Fitted one of their experimental engines, the 9-liter V16. Goes like the wind, only quieter.
When I first watched this scene, I thought that it was something that was made up just to make the space of the car sound cooler in the movie, because obviously all Rolls Royces come in V12s. But do you know that everything they said was not made up? It was true. Rolls Royce actually made an experimental 9.0 liter V16 engine, and in fact that was exactly what they used in the movie. It wasn't fake. So back in 2003, Rolls Royce decided to experiment by building a V16 engine for their cars, and they did that in order to explore a higher level of luxury and smoothness. And it's not that the V12s they were making already were not good enough. It's just that they wanted to push through the boundaries of luxury and see how far they can go. Once the V16 engine was tested, it performed very well both in power and smoothness in driving. Compared to the normal V12 that produces 460 horsepower and 531 pound-feet of torque, this V16 engine produced 700 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque. So imagine the power behind it. But mind you, this was supposed to be a luxury car, meaning that it producing this much power might be considered overkill, and it was. Most of the wealthy clients that Rolls-Royce made to secretly test out this prototype engine found it to be more powerful, alright, but not as smooth as the normal V12s in terms of driving experience. And they basically found no benefit of having a V16 engine due to the fact that the V12 they have already is plenty enough power for them to go on their normal luxury cruising. So Rolls-Royce closed the experiment, basically scrapping the entire project. But Rowan Atkinson, who was the one that played John English in the movie and is also a very serious car enthusiast, found a way to convince Rolls-Royce to fix that V16 engine into the Rolls-Royce Phantom that they were going to be using in the movie. And they actually did and got it running. I'm sure most people didn't even notice it in the movie. But that is how car enthusiasts are. They make all the efforts just to put in the little details that people might not even notice, all for the love of cars. Anyway, I hope you learned something, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.